So good morning one and all. So the next point of discussion it is biochemical test and its reaction. So this biochemical reaction provide the additional information for identification of your bacterium. So here different biochemical reaction are given by which we are going to identify the presence of microorganism and types of microorganism present in that different medium. Okay, so there are few different biochemical tests enlisted here. The first one it is your oxidase test. Second one it is your triple sugar iron agar test, also termed as your in short TSI method. Next it is your indol test, then citrate utilization and your urease test. So these are the different biochemical method by which we can observe the presence of microorganism or bacterium. Okay, so here the elaborative all these different types of tests like your indol again, then specification it is methyl red or Vegas Proscure test, then citrate test, H2S production, then motility test, then lactose, sucrose, glucose, all those fermentation tests, then gas production test, your triple agar iron agar triple sugar agar iron test, and staphylococcus identification test. So all these tests are included by which different types of biochemical reactions we have to identify. In that first test it is oxidation and fermentation test. It is oxidation and fermentation test, that is OF test. Okay, it is by Hook and Lefson. The scientist it is Hook and Lefson. So the principle behind that oxidation and fermentation test it is the test used for the determination of oxidative or fermentative metabolism of your carbohydrate or its non-utilization. Here by this process those microorganisms they are doing that activity, that is your oxidation and fermentation. By this they are utilizing the carbohydrate. By this method we can identify the microorganism they are doing that both the activities, that is oxidation and fermentation. So here we can identify the fermentation is an anaerobic process and the bacterial fermenters of your carbohydrate are usually facultatively anaerobe. Means the fermentation everybody know that it is anaerobic process without help of your oxygen, and those bacteria doing that fermentation process with the help of carbohydrate they are usually done with your facultatively anaerobic process. So by this we can identify. And second one, oxidation is an aerobic process, means those microorganisms are survive in that aerobic condition, they are doing only that oxidation process, and the bacteria or oxidizer are usually are aerobe. Okay, means those microorganisms are anaerobe, they will do that fermentation process, and those microorganisms are aerobic, they will do that oxidation process, by which we are going to identify those aerobic and anaerobic microorganism. Okay, so the procedure, the method it is described, sometime referred to as by your Hogg and Lefson test employ for semi-solid medium in the tube containing the carbohydrate, under the test usually glucose, and by pH indicator. So this method it is carried out by presence of a nutrient medium with your carbohydrate and with the help of your pH indicator. So two test tube are inoculated and one is immediately sealed with your paraffin and oil to produces anaerobic condition. Okay, So anaerobic condition means they are doing that fermentation process, and for doing that fermentation process we have to seal that test tube with the help of your paraffin and oil. Okay, so here there are three different types of observation we can observe: result and interpretation. So result and interpretation, those microorganisms they are doing that oxidation, so oxidizing organism. So example, it is your Pseudomonas species. So Pseudomonas species, they produces an acid reaction in the open test tube. So here we can observe that simply acid reaction observed in that open test tube. Okay, so open test tube we can observe that by oxidation it is formation of your acid reaction in that sample. Okay, next one that is fermenting organism, means those are anaerobe, they are fermenting organism. Example, it is your enterobacteria. Enterobacteria, they produces an acid reaction throughout the medium in the both the test tube. So here we can observe that the fermentation in presence of oxygen or in absence of oxygen, the fermentation it can be observed. And the organism that cannot break down the carbohydrate anaerobically or aerobically, they are example, it is alkaligene facilis. It produces an alkali reaction in the open test tube and no change in the covered test tube. So here those microorganisms, they can't do that aerobic and anaerobic activity. They produces an acid reaction and formation of your alkali reaction in the open medium, but in the seal medium, here we can observe that in the seal medium they will not produces any type of alkali or any type of reaction we can observe. And same as that of your oxidase test, we are already discussed by your liquid medium. By solid medium, here we can observe that the oxidase test, it is detect the presence of your enzyme oxidase produced by certain bacteria which will reduces the dye. It is tetramethyl p phenylene diamine dihydrochloride. So presence of the microorganism, it will produces the color reaction with the help of this dye. So positive test is indicated by the development of your purple color. So here in that slide we can observe the oxidation carried out, and after oxidation process, here we can observe that presence of microorganism, it shows the purple color. And the oxidase positive, example, it is your Pseudomonas, Vibrio and Neisseria, it produces the purple color. And oxidation negative by your Salmonella and Shigella. So here transparent, it is showing the negative oxidation process. So this is first one, oxidation test. Now the next one, it is your triple sugar ion agar test. It is triple sugar ion agar test. So it is a composition of media used to study different properties of your bacterium. So here your nutrient agar medium, it is composed of different types of constituent, like example your sugar fermentation, then gas production, then production of your H2S, all these carried out with the composition of your different medium or its constituent. Then in addition to peptone, yeast extract and agar, it is containing three different types of sugar, like example your glucose, lactose and sucrose. So the iron salt, it is your ferric citrate, indicate the presence of your H2S production. If in the test ferric citrate is there, then it will produces the formation of H2S production. Then the phenol red, it is an indicator used for this triple sugar ion agar test. The indicator, it is phenol red. Then it is an orange red medium with the slant and butt. So here The second indicator which is an use, it is orange red for your slant and butt. And the pH of the medium, it is 7.4. So triple sugar iron agar test. These are the different types of important constituent. So here we can observe the different observation in that test tube in the next slide. But the different coloration we indicate that the presence of different types of fermenting microorganism. So if the your sample shows yellow color, then means presence of your acid, and if it shows the pink color, means presence of your alkali. So here if your slant and butt both are showing the yellow coloration, means presence of your lactose fermenter. Here we can observe in that first test tube, a slant, it is your yellow color, and butt it is also your in yellow color, means it is presence of your lactose fermenter. Okay. In the next test tube, if we observe that your slant it is pink and butt it is your yellow, so no lactose fermentation we can observe. So if the pink slant and yellow butt, then it is non-lactose fermenter. Here second diagram we can observe that pink slant and yellow butt means presence of non-lactose fermenter. If your slant is pink and no color changes, then it is non-fermentation process. Then it is your non-fermentation process. So here we can observe your slant it is pink and no coloration, means simply it's your black color. So it is simply called as a your non-fermentation process. So all by this method, and also blank coloration, it shows that your H2S production. If it is blank coloration, means it is truly it is transparent, then it shows that H2S production. If there is an gas bubble or crack in the medium, means it is your gas production. So here in that first diagram, the first observation, we can observe that formation of gas production. Okay. So here the gas bubble production and crack of your medium, it is gas production process. So okay. So this is about your triple sugar iron agar test. Okay. Then next process, it is your indol test. Next one, it is your indol test. So the indol test, it is performed to determine the ability of your organism to split the tryptophan molecule into the indol. So this is one of the tests by which we can identify the presence of specific type of microorganism. But by this indol test, we can identify that by indol test we are observing that formation of tryptophan molecule into the indol. Formation of tryptophan molecule. So there should be reaction by which we are separate out or split out that tryptophan molecule. So indol, it is one of the metabolic degradation product of your amino acid tryptophan. Okay. So next slide we can observe that reaction, and on the basis of that we can conclude that how that tryptophan get isolated. So bacteria that process the enzyme tryptophanase are capable to hydrolyzing and determining the tryptophan with the production of your indol pyruvic acid and ammonia. Means separate out the production of your tryptophan, simultaneously there is a production of your pyruvic acid and simultaneously your ammonia. So this method, it is specially carried out for the Enterobacteria family species. This method, it is carried out for the identification of different species of your family Enterobacteria species. Okay. So in this slide we can easily observe that the reaction of your indol production, and here aim it is to determine the ability of microbe to degrade the amino acid tryptophan. So the first initiating product, it is tryptophan. In presence of your tryptophanase, there is a formation of your indol, then formation of your pyruvic acid and ammonia, and afterward finally there is a formation of your quinoidal red violet compound. So there is a formation of quinoidal red violet compound, and it can be observed into the next slide. So interpretation is the development of cherry red color. So development of cherry red color. Here we can observe that the ring of your cherry red color. Okay, if there is a presence of cherry red color into the test tube or upper part of your sample, so it consider as a positive test, and if there is a no formation of any cherry red color ring, then it shows that it is a negative test. Okay, same as that of here in that diagram we can easily observe. Okay. Sorry. At the interfere of your reagent and broth within the second after adding your Kovok reagent indicator. So here we are adding that Kovok reagent indicator for the observation of that positive cherry red color ring. So if there is a no observation, then result it is negative observed. Okay, then the procedure it is inoculate that tryptophan into the broth. So this is simply broth medium where we are inoculating your tryptophan. So test organism and incubate for 18 to 24 hours at 37 degrees Celsius. So after completing that 18 to 24 hour, add a drop of your Kovok reagent. So after adding that Kovok reagent down the inner wall of your test tube. So after adding that Kovok reagent, so here two observations are there. So one observation of positive test, it is your cherry red color, and no cherry red color means observation it is negative. So by observing that indole test, if the indole test is positive, means the presence of your E. coli and Proteus vulgaris type of microorganism, and if indole test it is negative, then Salmonella species, then your Klebsiella species and Enterobacter type of your species are present in that sample. So this is indole test. Here also a few points regarding to your indole test we can observe that positive means it is pink color ring or cherry red color pink test ring, and negative indole test it is simply yellow coloration or green coloration we can observe into the indole test. Okay, so example it is already we are discussed into the last slide. Then next it is your methyl red or your first one it is your methyl red, and second one it is your Vegas proscuri. Second test it is your Vegas proscuri. Okay, so both are the different methods. So let me see what are the different reaction or different tests are carried out by this method. So properties of this test, both the tests are used for differentiate the species of family of your Enterobacteriaceae. Okay, so first indole test it is also carried out for your Enterobacteriaceae family, and same your methyl red and Vegas proceus it is used for your Enterobacter family. So media and reagent. So for that we require that glucose broth, then methyl red indicator, and second for the test of your Vague precursor reagent. So reagent A and reagent B it is used. So reagent A it is 5% of your alpha naphthol and ethanol, and reagent B it is your potassium hydroxide. Ratio it is 3:1 ratio, and last it is your deionizing water. Okay, so both the methods are different one. First one it is your methyl red, and second one it is your Vague precursor. So both the methods are used for identification. So principle behind your methyl red indicator. So to test the ability of organism to produce and maintain the stable acid end product from your glucose fermentation and to overcome the buffering capacity of your system, and this is for specifically for your qualitative test of your acid production. Okay, so methyl red reaction or methyl red procedure, it is carried out for your acid production test. So here in this reaction we can easily observe how it consider as a methyl red test as a positive and how it consider as a negative. So here always we are using that glucose plus water, and after adding that glucose plus water we are adding different types of acid, that is lactic acid, acetic acid and formic acid plus methyl red. Then it will form CO2 and hydrogen. It shows that positive test means presence of your red coloration, and with the help of your glucose and water means microorganism are different. First one we are using that E. coli, and second one it is your Escherichia aerugina. In that we are adding that acetic acid, and then it will form a yellow coloration, means it shows that negative test. So in the next diagram or next here we can easily observe the yellow coloration means your negative test of your methyl red, and here the red coloration means your positive test of your methyl red. So incubate the procedure, in that we have to incubate that methyl red broth with your pure culture of your test organism, and incubate it is for 35 degrees Celsius for 48 to 72 hours. After that incubation we can observe that different coloration, that is yellow color and red coloration, and simultaneously add 5 drops of your methyl red reagent in that broth. Okay, so the result it is interpreting, we can observe easily, positive it is your red color and negative it is your yellow coloration. And the example already we observed in that reaction PPT. So the example it is E. coli. E. coli it shows the positive coloration, and negative it is by your Enterobacter species. It can be shows that negative coloration by your methyl red test. Then the next test it is your Vague precursor test. So Vague precursor test it is also called as a acetoin production test. Vague precursor test is also called as a acetoin production test. So it is formation of your acetoin. So how it can be observed and how that acetoin it is produced, let me see. To determine the ability of your organism to produce the neutral end product, that is your acetyl methyl carbinol, that is acetoin. Formation of acetyl methyl carbinol, it is simply called as a acetone from your glucose fermentation. Okay, so after glucose fermentation it can be formed that coloration which can be easily observed. First one it is slightly pink and second one it is your yellowish coloration. Okay, so on the basis of that we can identify the test positive and negative. Okay, so again same in that of your methyl red test, we are using that inoculate pure culture of the test organism into the methyl red and VP broth. Incubate for your 24 hour at 37 degrees Celsius, and in that medium we are adding that aliquot. 1 ml for the broth to sterile the test tube, and add 0.6 ml of your VPA and following by 0.2 ml of your VPB. Already we discussed that there are two content we are adding, that is content A and content B. So after adding this content, shake the test tube gently, expose to the medium for atmospheric oxygen, and after 10 to 15 minutes we can observe that result. So if the coloration it is pink, it is shown that it is positive, and if it is simply yellowish, then it is considered as a negative. So this is your Vegi, it is considered your Vege's-Procusser test. So here that with the help of that reaction, we can observe that Vege's-Procusser test. The next test, it is your citrate utilization test. Next test it is citrate utilization test. So this test, it is one of the several techniques used to assist in the identification of your Enterobacteria. So again, it is used for identification of your Enterobacteria. This test, it is based on the ability of an organism to use the citrate. This test, it is based on the utilization of your citrate. So as it is only the sole source of your carbon, and ammonia is only source of your nitrogen. So by the utilization of your citrate, it can be utilized by carbon and nitrogen from your ammonia. On the basis of that, we can identify the utilization of citrate. So the test organism is cultured in the media with contain the sodium citrate and ammonium salt. But obviously these are the two sources by which we can identify. So utilization of citrate from your sodium citrate and nitrogen from your ammonium salt. So the indicator for that test, it is your bromothymol blue. We are using here indicator, it is bromothymol blue. So growth in the medium is slow by turbidity, and the change in a color of your indicator from light green to blue due to the alkaline reaction following the citrate utilization. So all these color changes from green to blue we can observe into the next slide. So here we can easily observe conversion of that slant green to blue by your citrate utilization method. So procedure, it is inoculum, it is strict over the slant of your Simonas citrate agar into the tube and incubate for 24 to 48 hours. Okay, here it is here we are using that the Simon's citrate type of agar medium as a slant, and on that we are adding your citrate, sodium citrate, and the result observation, it is growth of the slant and changes the color to blue to form medium, indicating the positive result. If your green color inoculum it become a blue, then it shows positive result. Okay, so Klebsiella pneumonia, it shows that blue coloration, and E. coli, it doesn't show any color change. Okay, so here again that citrate method we can easily observe the conversion of green color to blue color, and presence of Klebsiella, it shows the positive result, and if the test tube it shows only green same turbid solution, means it is negative test by your E. coli. So this is regarding to your citrate utilization test. And here the reaction we can observe that utilization of your sodium citrate in presence of citrate permease, so formation of your pyruvic acid and second formation of your oxaloacetic acid and CO2, and afterward it will convert that blue color to green color. So green color to blue color. Okay, so that conversion it will shows that presence of your or utilization of your citrate. Okay, and the next test, it is simply your urease test. Next test, it is your urease test. So by this urease test we can again identify the microorganism. It is done in the Christensen's urease medium. So first one we discuss about your citrate utilization test, and in that citrate utilization test we can using that Simon's medium. Here we are using that the Christensen's urease medium. So this is the test which is used to detect the organism that produces the ureas. Okay, so here we are identify the presence of ureas. So ureas produced by the organism split urea into the ammonia and CO2. So formation of ammonia and CO2, it will show the presence of your ureas. So if the ureas it is positive, it shows pink color, and if the ureas it is negative, it shows yellow coloration. So here in that diagram you can easily observe formation of only in the coloration it is ureas present, it is pink, and ureas absent, it is given by your yellow coloration. And this is the reaction where urea plus water in presence of urease, it will form your carbon dioxide, water, and formation of your ammonia. So this urease test, it is given positive or show positive by your protease and Klebsiella, and given negative by your E. coli and Salmonella type of microorganism. And this is the different types of microorganism which shows positive and negative different types of test in presence of your glucose, then lactose, sucrose, and mannitol, and different biochemical test by your methyl red indicator, then indole, citrate, urease. By this statistic, all these given by your characteristic for your Enterobacteriaceae family microorganism. Okay, all those points we are consider in the biochemical reaction. Okay, next part we will discuss in the next video. So thank you.